Hey, beautiful people, how are you all doing? So today we are taking a look at messages from Mercury Retrograde. Mercury Retrograde is starting on the 30th. I am recording this in January 2021, so this is going to be a reading that is time specific. So Mercury Retrograde starts on the 30th, and it's going to be going till almost the end of February. And I'm going to be talking about what messages, what energy you're going to be dealing with, information that you need to know. I want to put this warning out there because I decided to record the intro after I recorded the reading. So I can tell you that this is a reading where it is not all love and light and happiness and the love of your life coming back to you. Okay. There's a lot of hard hitting information and there's a lot of advice here on things to work on, things to let go, and things to understand. So if you're in the mood for something that's more lighthearted, then maybe come back to this video at another time. But if you're ready to kind of really get into it and see how you can use this energy to best benefit your life in the future, then make your selection. If you want to listen to all three, by all means, go ahead. But we have our group 1, group 2, group 3, and the timestamps are in the pinned comment and also the description box below. This is a general energy reading, as I always let you all know. Don't take anything too serious. If you don't feel like it's right for you, don't try to make it fit. Don't, especially if it's something negative, because there are negative things said in this reading. Please don't make them fit and then get anxious about it or, get upset with me about it because it's general. If you want to get a personal reading with me, then you can do so at my website, 1111witchybabe.com. And I am going to be doing the astrological portion for my patrons. So if you want to see what's happening with this energy astrologically, then you can head on over to my Patreon for that. And I also will throw in some additional messages like I normally do. I think that is all. So with all of that being said, let's dive on into your selection and I will see you at your choice. Hey everyone. So let's go ahead and dive on into this reading. You all chose the air element. Okay, and we're going to be seeing what's happening this Mercury retrograde, what messages are coming in, what information do you need to know. So it looks like there's actual messages coming in this Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is known to bring back exes, so that could be what's going on. It also is known to just bring back people from the past. So this could be a friend from the past. For some reason, a teacher popped up, so some of you might be getting communication from a teacher that you used to have, and just people from the past. So let's see what else we have going on in this pile. Oh, wow. Pluto transformation. So this message is pretty profound that is coming in. It's not just like a regular message. Now, how should I put this? I feel like some of this is somebody coming back with a very large apology and saying that they've changed a lot, and that they also could be like letting you know something that you didn't know, or something that they tell you changes your mind about how you perceive them in some capacity. We have the second house as well. Okay. So this could be a Taurus or a Scorpio or somebody with those placements, because I am picking up on the Taurus Scorpio axis here with Pluto and second house coming out. Now, this person could have had to change their finances, like a big change, and they're letting you know that. Also, this communication coming in could be about your finances and some massive change that has happened to them, some opportunities in job. So we have void course of the moon missing. So of course, Mercury retrograde, it's not time to act. It's not time to, oh, my ex came back. Okay, let's fall back into this. Now, that's not saying you have to ignore them or and wait till Mercury retrograde's over, but you shouldn't be falling into anything. However, with Pluto being there, it's making me feel like either, it's the way this person is coming across is very intense, very determined. They're not going to take no for an answer, or you might be very pulled in by their energy and have a hard time saying no. The void course of the moon coming out next to second house, which is also your house of values. I feel like you're going to be kind of like, second guessing your value system. I get the sense that you're going to intuitively feel like maybe I shouldn't dive into this, but it's just going to be the overwhelming plutonic pull that's going to be making you second guess that. So the void course in the room is reminding you like, hey, let's not make a decision right now. Let's just wait. You know, let's wait, because there's something missing. There's some piece of information here that I don't see quite yet. And maybe that's because Mercury retrograde has pulled me into the, I'm a bit confused. This feels good. It feels right. It feels like what I'm supposed to be doing. But, my logic is a bit off. Storm angel, collision of belief styles, attitude, and energies. Yeah, this energy is super powerful that's coming in with this communication. What I'm picking off of this card is, I think that one, you and this person, you guys just do not see eye to eye. And then what happens is, because your perceptions are so different and the way that you think is so different, you often seemingly forget that, and you sometimes forget other people think differently than you, and you project a lot onto each other. There's a lot of energetic activity between you two. So if this is somebody you're not in contact with, you've been having a lot of like telepathic communication, or sending a lot of energy back and forth to one another. However, I'm hearing your intentions differ. Your intentions for one another are different. And so one thing is that you need to stop looking for yourself in this individual. Because you are two different people. Okay, carnivorous flower, fairy, a tempting offer has a high price. Exactly, there's that Pluto energy. Okay, so, this flower may look beautiful, but when you get up close to it, you see these teeth, right? If you aren't paying attention to the full picture, you're not going to necessarily see that. What you're going to see is the pink and the beautiful colors and the greenery, but it's the details here. Okay, there's something with this person's details that are off. So they might be coming to you with a blatant lie, and you're going to like immediately suss out that, like, wait, that just doesn't make sense. Or that doesn't go together. Like, right when you have that feeling, you need to really lean into it. Because what I see here is that I definitely see the potential of you going back into this connection and being like, screw Mercury retrograde. I don't care. This feels right. This is, I've been trying to manifest this, blah, 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 blah. But as soon as the haze clears, you're going to see that, no, this has not changed. That it was a very tempting offer, because again, there's so much attraction here. There's so much pull towards this person. There's so much desire to want to believe them, because of how intense the feelings are between you two, because of how intense the energy is between you two. But it has a really high price. Okay, let's see. Tarot cards we have here. We have the Seven of Cups reversed. The illusions are over. There's a lot of disillusionment in this connection. There's a lot, I'm hearing there's a lot of obsession on both sides. There's a lot of desire to control or own, potentially on both sides. And there's a desire to, on especially the individual side that's coming in, to try to paint a certain picture of the way things are for them, or what the potential is for the connection, but it's not based in reality. Yeah, the Five of Discs. So this person could be coming in to let you know that maybe, if finances were a sore spot for both of you, like saying that they have a lot of money that they don't, or saying, that they got a job that they didn't. Also, this person could be saying they have been kicked out, or they left a situation that they haven't. Ten of Pentacles. There's a lot about Pentacles here. So again, this message might be about you, and it could be a financial message that's coming in, and it would be one where, maybe you have desire to spend money that you shouldn't, especially with the void course of the moon being there. Okay. So if you resonate, if you're like, no, I don't think this is for me, but you kind of are like, that the money thing is kind of tweaking my interest, don't make any large purchase items, during Mercury retrograde. It's really not advised to anyway, because sometimes you change your mind after it's over and you're like, oh, I didn't really want that. But really, especially for you all that are drawn to this, you're going to want to watch your money during this Mercury retrograde, because something that you might want to buy or invest in or do is going to have some consequences that you don't see yet. And you would be best to just put that money into savings instead of, like I'm hearing, like it's just throwing it away. So it'd be best to save it or to put it towards some long-term goal that you have. Now, coming back to relationships, the same concept kind of applies. That this is a connection that is going to leave you in the Five of Pentacles. It's not going to bring you to the Ten of Pentacles. It's going to leave you in the Five of Pentacles. It's going to leave you feeling left out. It's going to leave you feeling stupid, I hear. It's going to leave you feeling not good enough or rejected. I think this person might have a history of ghosting, so they could end up turning around and doing that, especially after Mercury retrograde ends. But it's just going to be the Five of Pentacles at this time. And that's better for you to put your energy into the Ten of Pentacles, put your energy into your 5 to 10 year plan, put your energy into your family, put your energy into what you're trying to build in your life right now, your career. Save your energy. So the best thing you could do with this message coming in, to be quite honest, is just to be like, you know, I'm good. How are you? Hope all is good. That's enough for me today. Goodbye. Like, don't, if you don't even have to respond, but like, if you do respond, the longer you are connected directly to their energy, and that's by talking to them, the harder it's going to be to disconnect. That's the message I'm getting. So I have 2 other cards here for oracles. Let's see. That project, that person, that idea is waiting. Get after that shit. The world has your back. Yeah, you really need to focus in on your 10 of Pentacles here, and not your 5 of Pentacles, not where you were felt kicked out, not where you felt abandoned, not wanted, not good enough. You need to work on your 10 of Pentacles. You need to work on continuing to manifest the energy that will match yours, that will never leave you in this 5 of Pentacles. You need to work on your career goals, your goals that you have for projects, whatever it is, that's where you need to put that energy at. We have, where the fuck is your sense of humor? Laugh. I feel like some of you are really not going to like this reading. It's okay. I won't take offense to it. But I was just kind of getting that feeling is when that came in, because I know you are. I know you see a Mercury retrograde reading. I know, especially if you're not super into astrology and just kind of dipping your toes in it, you're like, okay, but that's when people from the past come back, right? And I know it brings a lot of excitement, and you're hoping I'm going to sit here and tell you your ex is coming back and is going to confess their love. It's going to be fantastic. But I am not that channel. I am a channel that just says what it is and how it is, because that's better than being disillusioned. So that's just a little tidbit for anybody that's getting mad at me right now, but still listening. For the rest of you, I think this is like, hey, you need to focus in on all the other things there are in life and don't worry about this, okay? Watch something funny instead, or, you know, do something that you really enjoy. And maybe you haven't had enough excitement or fun times in your life, especially with quarantine and everything and lockdowns and stuff. You need to find that again, because maybe your desire to kind of fall into this toxicity with this person is because you're just lacking some excitement in your life, and you need to find that in a healthier way. So let's go ahead and we're going to get some additional messages from charms and stickers. Group 1. Where's I keep losing my sticker bag. There it is. Okay, group 1. All right, so let me know if these charms mean anything specific and stickers mean anything to you specifically. Sometimes I don't really have anything that goes with it. So I love to see people's feedback. It's helped me so much assign more meanings to each thing that I don't know as well whenever I get your feedback. Speaking of, we have one of those examples right here. So on this is a pen, and we have the lips. So I was actually told from a viewer in the comments that these were inspired by Kali energy. Now, I didn't go and like look it up and like research about it. So, um, but that's instantly what I thought when I saw it, was reminded of that comment. So regardless, this is what the message is with these lips. You are in a period of transformation as a whole, not just during Mercury retrograde. I'm sure you felt that already, but you are in a period of transformation. It's time to burn things down that do not serve you anymore. It's time to let go of the negative attachments that just drain your energy. It's time to let go of those vampires, and it's time to move on. And until you do, you'll continue to get stuck in this loop, and you will find that person continues to come back. And that's not a testament of, wow, they keep coming back, we're meant to be. That's a testament of being stuck in like this karmic loop of shit with this individual. It's time for a new chapter. Kali demands you burn down the old and bring in the new. And you know, Kali is like the feminine energy of that plutonic energy. Destruction and rebirth. We have the cat, the black cat. This reminds me of mystery. Look, this cat has green eyes. There's mystery here. Like there's so much. What I'm getting with this is there's so much you have not experienced yet. There's so many people that you're going to meet that you have not met yet. Somebody could walk in that door tomorrow that makes you forget about this individual completely, because you haven't experienced their energy yet. You have no idea what it might ignite in you. But you've experienced this energy and you know exactly where it leads every time. So the black cat is a reminder to step out into that mystery, step out into the unknown, and stop going back to what is familiar. We have a mermaid here. So maybe some of you are Pisces. Check on in if you are. This does seem like a Piscean pile. That love, that like unconditional love that you give this person, while you allow to even consider to think about them again, or or wish for them in any way, shape, or form, you need to give that same type of dedication and love to yourself, is what I'm hearing. You need to pour that energy into yourself. We have the flamingo. I'm not really picking anything up from the flamingo except for the letter S. So let me know if that means something. Is the letter S, is that your person's name starts with the letter S? Does your name start with the letter S? That's what I'm picking up on, though, is the letter S. And let me know if the flamingo means anything to you. I need to look up what flamingos mean, though, in regards to their energy and the messages they carry. And then we have oh well. And then that to me is just like, okay, I'm just going to be real blunt, guys, okay? Oh, well, this didn't work. Oh, well, that you were wrong. Oh, well, this is not the love of your life. Oh, well, they tricked you, and oh, well, you know, you fell for it. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you're aware, you know what you want, you know that they're not going to be able to give it to you, and you make a different decision. And even if you don't, even if you can't pull away from that plutonic energy, then you just have more lessons to learn with them. And oh, fucking well, that's part of life. But I'm here to try to help shortcut some of these things and to give you that extra nudge that you already know that you need to do. So you can hear my voice in your head when you're thinking about responding to that person's 2 a.m. text that you know is going to lead nowhere good. And so that is going to be your reading. If you enjoyed this reading, please make sure you let me know in the comment section. You can leave a like on the video. If you're not subscribed, do that. Turn that notification bell on. I will be doing extended version of this reading in a way. I'm going to be taking a look at each sign's rising signs, what's happening with them with Mercury retrograde. So if you want to get the astrology of what's going on, plus maybe I'll throw in some additional intuitive messages, you can head on over to my Patreon to check that out. Depending on when you are watching this, I might not have it posted yet, but it will be posted very soon after you join us. Wow, I'm having a hard time. Look at that, Mercury retrograde already starting in on me. Anyway, I hope to see you over there for that, and that is going to be your reading. I hope you guys have a fantastic Mercury retrograde. I hope you listen to my advice if it does apply to you, and I will see you all next time. Hello. So you all chose pile 2, and that is the ninth house. Now, if you are a Gemini rising, go ahead and leave a like on this video. You will be having Mercury retrograde go through your ninth house. So there's some extra validation that you did, in fact, pick the right pile. Let's go ahead and take a look at what messages Mercury retrograde has for you, what might be happening. Mercury retrograde is known for bringing people in from the past back. That can be exes, friends, family. So we're going to see what's going to be going on. All right, we have 8th house coming out, endings and beginnings. So the fact that you were drawn to the 9th house, to me, shows that there could be some... There could be some difficult energy that you face during this Mercury retrograde that kind of makes you question your beliefs. And there could be some changes due to that. There could be something that transforms inside of you because of it, with the 8th house being there. The 8th house is the house of transformation, and it's usually transformation through others. It's not generally going to be a situation where you're just having a personal transformation through insight. It's through somebody else, what they say, what they do, their actions, and how it impacts you and what it forces you to step into. So you could have something that is kind of difficult that happens during Mercury retrograde. But it's something that is going to help you transform the way that what you're wanting, what you wish for, how you see life. And I do feel like it's a positive change. So while this might be something that's difficult or something that, doesn't feel good when it's happening, I feel like in the long run, and not even that long of a run, but even like by the time Mercury retrograde is over, so just within that couple week period, you come out the other side with a better perspective and understanding about things. And this is going to be especially potent and like really beneficial if you are somebody that works in spiritual community, especially like astrologers is what I'm getting in particular, or if you're interested in astrology. This could really assist in that way somehow. Okay, let's see. What else? Gemini, look at that. Gemini coming out. Okay. Yeah, this is all about your perception changing, and it's going to change quick. You know how Geminis get the bad rap for maybe being kind of flip-floppy or two-faced, right? But that's that ability to be flexible in your thinking, to hold multiple different ideas at one time, and to see how different things could be right and different things can be wrong all at the same time. So it's like your perception it's almost like it's not just rising, but it's widening. It's becoming, it's expanding. If you were somebody that used to be very like black and white, right and wrong, like just like flat, like you're definitely going to get all that gray starting to come into your perception. And if you might not be like, I don't think many people listening to me are like that, but you might be like that about certain aspects of your life. And that is what might be triggered to help you see things in a different way. Leo, I will. So with Leo coming out, I instantly thought about the ego. The perception is shifting. The ego is changing because of it. And there is this transformation to the ego. The ego death, quote unquote. But to me, it's just a transformation. It's just a better integration and better control. I also am hearing whispers about the 5th house. So Leo rules the 5th house. The 5th house is about pleasure and having a good time. You could be finding, with this energy, you're changing like what you enjoy. Maybe you've enjoyed things that aren't that great for you, and you're taking a look at it, because retrogrades are all about the energy going internal. So this is like a period of time that we can reflect on our actions and what we do, how we communicate, and what that ends up leading us to, and how we might want to change and adjust it. And so that this space might create a moment where you're like, you know what, I need to change some of these things that I do for pleasure, because they're holding me back from my goals. They're holding me back from what I wanted to do. Look at that. And then we have Mercury Retrograde. This is such a Leo energy. Glamour, intrigue, drama. Yeah. The other thing that the 5th house rules is drama. So remember, the 8th house is usually transformation through others. You could have some drama that pops up during Mercury retrograde in friend circles, at work. If you have any faith-based communities that you're in, a Facebook group, a lot of people are communicating through the internet now more than ever. So there could be some sort of drama, some sort of communication, and something that just is like, you know what? I don't like this anymore. I don't like being involved in this. I don't like having this. It seems like it's like an external source. It's not something, it's something that's close to you. It's not something that is impact. It's not like, your parents, your partner, your best friend. This seems to be more external, more in a group setting. And it's just like, I don't want to add this into my life. I need to find different outlets. I need to find different things that bring me pleasure. I need to find different friends, more acquaintances than friends. I'm hearing somebody, I didn't even look at the card yet, but I'm hearing somebody is going to realize that they don't like the party scene anymore. It's not for them, and that they need a change. Okay, dried flower fairy, sweet memories. Yes, I feel like this is you kind of seeing, okay, it's time to change. Like, the chapter has ended at this part of my life. It's time to, I'm hearing the word mature in a way. And I'm really drawn into the 11. Some of you might see 1111 a lot, or may have been seeing 1111 a lot. And that's letting you know that whatever you're the energy that you're in that moment, what you're doing, what you're thinking, what you're planning, that's all in alignment with you. So I'm hearing, as some of you have already had this thought in these moments when you're doing these things, like, this is not, I just don't want to do this anymore. Or this is not who I want to be. This is not who I'm trying to become. And you're like, I want to pull away from it. You've been wanting to break away. And I feel like Mercury retrograde is going to give you that final push, because you have that like assessment, and you're like, you know what? This is blocking me from my goals. With the 9th house, that also rules school. And I do feel like maybe a significant chunk of you watching this particular section are in school. And it is that, maybe you're hanging around a certain people, or you're in certain groups, or you're following a certain ideology, or whatever it is. And it is stopping you from feeling fulfilled and from doing your best. 9 of Swords. Absolutely. Look at that. I think Mercury retrograde, because it is that Mercury energy going internally, it's going to bring a lot of anxiety, and it's going to bring some, negative feelings. But that is your key. It's not something to run from at all. Okay. So remember that if that comes, that is your key. Where are you feeling that anxiety? Where you're feeling that anxiety and what it's about, or if you start to feel it during doing certain things, that is where you're needing to make adjustments. And that is where you're needing to see, do I need to let this go? Every time I'm with these people, I feel this way. Do I need to let it go? Every time, I go and start arguing with people online, I feel this way. Maybe do I need to stop doing that? The 9 of Swords is when you are getting ready to be done with a situation, but it's like that. It's that peak point of suffering. It's before it all is like, okay, fuck it, I can't do this. And it all comes crashing down into the 10 of Swords. It's right at the top of the roller coaster. And it's when the suffering is at its peak. And so you might feel like that. But just remember these words, that you're gonna get the clarity. And then when you're able to cut yourself free from whatever this is and make this change, this lifestyle change, this mindset change, friendship circle change, you're going to feel so much better. And you're going to it's going to feel like a weight lifted off your shoulders. Yeah. Okay. We have the 3 of discs. Something that might be occurring without you realizing it is that when you're engaging in whatever this is, it's pulling your energy down, and there's some sort of financial or career win that's waiting for you when your energy is right. This also could be recognition that you're seeking. And we have the Fool, a new path, a new journey. This could be a very, very powerful Mercury retrograde if you use the energy appropriately and you really do that introspective work to see where it is that you're needing to release. And the hardest part here is when you're in the 9 of Swords is to not just fall into that 9 of Swords and stay in it, and to not try to either do that or run from it. You need to analyze where are you really becoming triggered so that this energy is popping up for you, and what can you do to make changes to that? And a lot of the times when you're in this energy, it feels like you're not capable of doing anything. It feels like everything is happening to you and you have no control over the situation. And there might be a lot of aspects to whatever's happening that you can't control, especially if this is drama related. But there's always something you can do. And one of those things is to not engage, is to automatically, or, just right off the bat, start practicing what it is that you're trying to, because I feel like whatever happens here, whatever drama happens or weird Mercury retrograde crap comes down for you, you have the option to just not engage and walk away. And then it's done. And then it's like this new chapter. It's engaging that gets you hooked in and gets you into this energy. Okay. So here we go. We have take a shot. Don't take 12, take 1. Okay, maybe 2 and move on. So again, don't drown out that 9 of Swords, but move on. And I think that, to me, again, it's don't engage. Don't even, just move on. Don't engage. Not worth it. Not gonna change anything. Not gonna make things worse. And not gonna make things better by not engaging. Okay? So let's go ahead and get some more messages with our pens and charms and our stickers. Okay, so that's funny. Oops. I really, really want a pair of, I know it's taking me forever to get these, but AirPods. I was just thinking about that. Okay, so we have AirPods here. I'm hearing listen. So there might be a lot of intuition that you get during Mercury retrograde, and you really do need to listen. Listen to the intuitive hits. The sunflowers on the shoes, on the Vans. And with these, let me know if they mean anything special to you. I love to see the comments if something, stands out to you. If you really get stuck and pulled into this energy during this transit, just remember that there's always good times coming. The sun is always going to come out again. It's not going to feel like that forever. I hope you can keep going. And a typewriter. Some of you may feel discouraged in some way towards your goals that you have and what you've been working on because of this energy. And some of it might just be anxiety just because it's Mercury retrograde and maybe you got a lot of Mercury in your chart. But just keep going. That's like what the thing is that this is really like, while it may feel very difficult in moments, this is not going to last long at all. And you can push through. You're going to extend the time if you are trying to escape it, though. Okay, charms I have. Oh, this is pretty. This is not a honeypot, obviously, but that is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing honeypot. This situation that's happening is acting like a honeypot for all of the negativity that's in your life and around you. I feel like, especially like with friends. So you're going to be able to see people's true colors and be able to just slot, like, all the crap quickly gets thrown away. So I'm hearing like, listen, take note, remove, and move on. But don't engage. Don't argue. Don't try to, no, just gone. Okay, I have, what is this? This is like a cat and a star, 2 stars on a stick or something. But when I saw the stick, I thought of the Ace of Wands, which was making me think about new energy that's coming in for you all. New excitement, new opportunities. And the star, the 2 stars being there, also is making me think of the star energy. But it's also making me think of the 2 of Cups and the reciprocation of the, like, the flow. So now I'm thinking of the Temperance. So putting all this together, that was interesting. I do feel like there is this new energy that's coming in, and it's a very healing energy. Or no, it's not even a healing energy. It's a new energy coming in because healing that has happened already. And it's a new opportunity. And I feel like anyone that's mistreating you or being negative to you during this transit, like, your star continues to rise up brighter and brighter, and theirs is seeming to fall and dissipating. So once again, don't worry about it. We have the butterfly here, and butterflies represent transformation, and you're definitely going through transformation through this process. So just keep going through it. I think we have, look, yeah, we have, oh no, this is a bow. It's so little. Sorry, guys. And it's upside down. This is a bow. And then we have another moon with a little cat on it. These 2 together make me think of Sailor Moon. And, you know, with her, no matter how, and, you know, I actually didn't throw in a couple of your stickers because I was like, oh crap, I didn't get those out. These are my Sailor Moon stickers from my own personal collection. With her, no matter like how much she gets frustrated, upset, and emotional, because I definitely think this could be an emotional time for you. And if you are Gemini energy or air energy, you might have a difficult time with that because you're not too fond of the emotions. That you're going to be, you know, she's always fine, and she's fine rather quickly. You know, that show can give you like 15, 20 minutes and she can go through a whole range of emotions, and she's always good at the end. And that's kind of how I see you here, that you're going to be good, and that you always usually are good. And you have to remember that. You bounce back like a cat. That's what I'm hearing. So remember that. All right. So that's going to be your reading for Mercury retrograde and what's to come with it. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like on the video. Leave a comment letting me know. If you're not subscribed, do subscribe and turn that notification bell on. I am going to be doing an extended version of this reading on my Patreon. Kinda. I don't even know if it's called extended, but I'm going to be doing the astrological interpretations of what's going on with Mercury retrograde and your sign. And I also will throw in some messages as well. So if you would like to get some more details and more of the astrology aspect of it, head on over to my Patreon. Love to have you there. Plus there's a ton of other readings and stuff that I do not post here. So you can check all of that out. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, 11loveandwitchybabe.com. And that is going to be it. So I will see you all very soon. See you next time. Hello, group 3. So we are talking about what is going on this Mercury retrograde for you, what messages might come through, what information do you need to know. And you all were drawn to Mars. So there's some action happening this Mercury retrograde for you all. Okay. You got, you got some movement here. Also, Mars being the planet of anger and war. You could have some frustration, some anger. So let's see what other energies we have coming out. Capricorn. Okay, so instantly I'm thinking about work. I'm thinking about career. I'm thinking about schooling. I'm seeing ladders. So there could be some movement with your career. Now, Mercury retrograde is usually not about movement, but this could be a period where you are reflecting on movement that you are about to take, or where you are seeing opportunities of movement to take that you didn't see before. Because Mercury kind of slow, when it goes retrograde, things kind of slow down and you can have a little bit more time to see a different perspective of it. So things might slow down at work right now. You might be like, okay, what's going on? But it's just, it might not even be like real. That's interesting that I'm hearing that. Like, it might just be your perception that things are slowing down, but it's actually this internal thing that's happening where things are slowing down because you need more time to take a look at what the next steps are. I'm hearing what ladder you're going to choose to climb. And then I'm seeing different ladders that are different sizes. Some of you are needing to really think about higher heights. That's what I'm hearing. Thinking about going higher heights. We have Sun. The Sun card in this deck in particular is noted to be a really good luck card, a good luck charm, good energy coming in. So with any delays you might see with career, don't worry about it, because you got a lot of good stuff that's going to be coming in with those delays, or once those delays are over. Virgo, I analyze. Yeah, this is a period for you just to analyze. Where do you want to go? What are you wanting to do? Capricorn energy. So 5 to 10 year plan. What do you want? Let's see what else. Fairy of the green world. The natural world needs you. Some of you, you've had some financial wins, some career wins, school wins. You've had movement in that part of your life. And things are going to seem like they're slowing down. You're going to be a little bit confused because it's been action, action, action. And this is a call to ground your energy more. Because I'm hearing this is only the beginning. You need to make sure you're grounding your energy. You need to make sure that I'm seeing the Two of Pentacles. You need to make sure that you're balancing your energy. You have a good home, work, home, whatever, life balance. Getting outside, getting into nature. Some of you should really consider starting a garden this spring. Seeing green thumb. Some of you are really connected to plants and you don't even realize it yet. That might be part of your magic. And I'm hearing that's part of your healing. The Three Fates, what comes around. So this is a card that's linked to the Three Sisters of Fate. I keep on hearing karma. But it's positive karma. I also am hearing you've created your own string of fate of like what you think is going to be occurring and the timeline it's happening in. But I'm hearing that phrase that you make plans and God's laughed. Your plans are not, like your ladder is not long enough. It's not high enough. Your string is not long enough. So really analyze what your plans are, because you're doubting yourself and you don't need to be. King of Cups. So a lot of intuition at this time. That's another reason why things are slowing down or seeming to. You're going to be more pulled into your intuition. You're going to be more pulled into your emotions. And it's not a bad thing. It's not being emotional or overly emotional or crying or anything like that. This is really getting in touch with the other aspect of yourself. And I feel like a lot of you, for some reason, are either like heavy, like air or earth, maybe even Aries here. King of Discs. Wow, look at that. The King of Cups and the King of Discs. So you are really working on your intuition, connecting with your emotions, really tapped into this high level energy in that department. And then you're also tapping into what you've been tapping into, which is your King of Discs, your King of Pentacles, King of the Earth, the material world. I think you're seeing how these two things together, how your stability, your work ethic, your sensibility, but also your intuition and your emotions, how working those two merging together can create something that's very powerful for you. And this is why you're getting that called that, hey, you're aiming too low. We have the Hierophant reverse. Yes, absolutely. Maybe some of your plans are, like you want to do things of how they've always been done. You want to follow a certain path that, usually leads to success, but you need to think outside the box, because you might be able to define success in a whole new way for others. If you do, you aren't meant to go down the path that is everyone else does. You're meant to do something different. You're meant to pave a new path. Prince of Wands, yeah. You guys have the strength and the ability, the fortitude, the follow through. And I feel like the passion is what you're lacking. And maybe that is what's something that's coming during this Mercury retrograde. Eat your fucking vegetables. Eat some shit made by Mother Nature. So that can be a direct message, if you know that's what you need to do. But also with this is it's back to get yourself grounded, especially if you get frustrated with why things aren't moving the way you want. There's delays because you are not giving yourself enough credit and you're not tapping into your full potential and the full information available to you. So let's get some additional messages from the charms and stickers. All right, let's see. So we have these like Avenger, what is this? Captain America, and I don't even know what's going on here. But what I first thought when I saw this is superheroes. Also, I'm going to give this one to my son. But I thought about superheroes, and I feel like you're your own superhero. That's what I heard. Interesting. Some of you may have really had these thoughts, maybe especially when you were a kid or a teenager, because that's what I'm seeing. But you've had these thoughts about you wish a superhero would come in. You wish somebody would come in to save you. You're your own superhero. You just don't see it yet. English honey. Interesting. Let me know, guys, if any of these mean anything to you personally. Okay. I love to see those comments, or anything that you get off of it, because I love to add that in to my brain so it can pop out at the right time. The bee is what really stands out to me, and bees are team workers. And I also think of communication with the bees. When I see the honey, I'm thinking of putting honey on your tongue to speak sweetness into your day. Communication might be a big part of this, of some of your goals. And that might be something with Mercury retrograde that you can work on, especially if you're needing to communicate in a way that is more receptive. You know, other people are more receptive to it. If you're a bit harsh, if you're a bit Martian, you're going to definitely want to sweeten it up. More Venetian vibes in your communication style. And this is something you can work on. I'm addicted to TikTok. That is one thing I am not, although I could see how I could be. Maybe that means something to you. Also, TikTok could be a part of your business plan or what you are working on, as a fantastic way to connect with other people and to get your brand out there. If you're somebody self-employed, or even if you're not self-employed and you do a particular thing, it's a great way to get your services, the company you work for out there. Okay, so pen-wise, we have Happy Camper and we have the Birkenstocks. I do feel like you really need to get outside. That's a big thing here for you. Getting outside, getting into nature, grounding your energy. I know it's winter, so it's cold. But if you can, and if you can't, if it's like, no, it's really, really cold, then you need to do some visualizations regularly. All right, and then we have the little deer here. Oh, this is Rudolph, like, right? That's a reindeer. The red nose? Yeah, it's Rudolph. Duh. Okay, there's antlers. Okay. You're different. That's what I hear. You're different. There's nothing wrong about being different. And you are leading a way into something new. Just like Rudolph with his light leading the way of the sleigh, you're paving the way for something new. So you need to not try to go down the same path other people have, even if it seems like it's guaranteed success, even if it makes the most sense. There's something different about what you're going to do, and you need to accept that. Okay? So that is going to be your reading for Mercury retrograde and what it's going to bring to you. I have to say your selection is definitely the nicer of the three. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like on the video, leave a comment, let me know. I read every single comment. I appreciate them. Subscribe if you haven't already. Turn the notification bell on. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that at my website, 1111witchybabe.com. And I will be doing the astrology segment for Mercury retrograde on my Patreon. So if you want to see what's going on in that department, along with maybe a couple additional messages for each rising sign, you can head on over to my Patreon and join me there. I appreciate you all so very much. I will see you next time.